These meetings can have a small amount of time for questions and answers on posted material, but they shouldn't be a rehash of all the lessons that the students did on their own. This time is more valuable than that. If you spend most of the time going over information that students went over themselves, you may likely find attendance dropping at the next live meeting.
Welcome to the Laura Creates Courses weekly episode. I'm Laura Coulter, and I'm here to share with you insights and stories to help you develop your own effective online course. Each episode includes something for you to do and a way to interact with a community of people just like you.
The only course design element that significantly and positively influences grades is quality instructor-student interactions. According to students, quality equals an instructor who cares. This is according to research conducted on online community college students and cited by Michelle Bacansky-Brock in her Pocket PD guide, Humanize. I'll put a link in the description. I wrote about the importance of teacher-student relationships in a couple of blog posts. You can access part 1 and part 2 through the links in the description. But live online meetings are worth a closer look. Live virtual meetings in an online class go a long way toward building teacher-student relationships. Live video meetings can reduce the sense of isolation that many students feel in online courses. These meetings can be text-based chats, but video is much better for building community and increasing sense of presence. Your students want to know that you're human just like them. Interactions where they can see you or hear you increase the idea that you are real, and students aren't just teaching themselves from video and text. Consider scheduling regular live virtual meetings with your students. A live virtual meeting might be structured like this: a short Q&A on previous material, an extension of the material by the instructor, and an opportunity for students to do live activities, especially with each other. These sessions should be recorded so that students who didn't have the opportunity to attend live still get the benefit of the content. These meetings can have a small amount of time for questions and answers on posted material, but they shouldn't be a rehash of all the lessons that the students did on their own. This time is more valuable than that. If you spend most of the time going over information that students went over themselves, you may likely find attendance dropping at the next live meeting. They're valuable for increasing the student perception that you, the instructor, are the expert in this content. This is an opportunity for you to share information that isn't in the course material. Another good way to introduce material that isn't in the course is to bring in a guest speaker to the live events. This can enrich your course and make your job a little easier. If possible, do a live group activity where students get to work with each other. If you have an option for breakout rooms in your meeting platform, use it. If you don't have that access, then get creative with online collaborative tools and have students work in small groups over a collaborative tool like a slide deck or a whiteboard. Give students a question or problem to work through, set a time limit, and let them work with each other. When the whole group reconvenes, have a group member from each share the main points.
Do you want a way to choose effective learning activities at your fingertips? Download my free ebook, Online Course Creation Made Easy, 25 Activities to Engage Your Online Learner, at lauracreatescourses.com. It's designed to help you choose the right learning activity to meet your goal. That's lauracreatescourses.com.
Another example of how you can have students interact is to ask a question to the whole group and ask students to pause and write their answer. Once you've given them a moment to think and write, You can ask them to put their answer or the gist of it in the text chat. This gives all students a chance to see their classmates' responses. You can review the responses and use them as talking points. This also gives you insight into your students' thinking and allows you to address any misconceptions before they derail a student's learning. These group activities have major benefits. They give the students a chance to feel as if they're part of a group, lessening the sense of isolation many online students feel. They also make the sessions more interactive and give a compelling reason for students to attend live rather than wait for the recording. A sense of presence is important in making students feel like they aren't alone. While there are multiple ways for instructors to increase the sense of presence in an online course, live interactions provide a high return. Students want to feel like their instructor is nearby, like just a question away. This activity works well in a paced course where everyone is moving through the material together. Regular live meetings keep engagement high and motivate students to persist. The key point I want you to take away from this episode is that you can use live chats to increase student engagement, sense of presence, and community connection. The chat should include a small percentage of time on Q&A on covered material, more time with the instructor extending the learning, and a way for students to work with each other. Now it's your turn. Think about your online course or the one you're developing. Outline 3 live sessions and include the following points. What material was just covered, so you know what the Q&A might be like. What extension to that material you can offer, and what activity you might be able to do with students to deepen the learning. So your 3 live session outlines will have 3 bullet points each. Then share one outline in the comments. Be sure to give some context so that we can give good feedback. And definitely review other comments and offer feedback as you see a need. I look forward to reading your responses.
If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I post new videos.
Actually, a cup of half calf would be lovely. Yeah. Okay, decaf. Dang it. This is a quarter to and motivation and persistence. Not quite sure where I want to go with this. Probably need to redo that one part, but now it's too far and I don't know where it is. Coffee time. It's kind of late in the afternoon for coffee. Oh, I got decaf.